Hello everyone, my name is Venerable Rādha. Today I'm going to share with you a little meditation trick that I do. This trick is particularly good for times when you've had a hard day and you would like to just crawl under a blanket and curl up for a while. But as you may imagine, such times are probably the best time that you could use a good sitting, a good meditation session. But the trick is how to get your heavy bones to go sit. So I've adapted a little mental image that's based on Ajahn Brahm's often quoted Emperor's 3 questions. You might remember the questions: when's the most important time? Of course, now. Who's the most important person? And the answer's the one you're with. And what's the most important thing to do? And the answer is to care. And translating that into an emotion or something that you can actually do in a meditation, I came up with this image. It's like if a friend, a very important friend, a family member came up to you, and if he said something like, "Hi, I need to talk, do you have a moment?" When you meet somebody with such a request, quite often we are prepared to drop everything and sit down with this friend and listen intently. One lesson that I had early in my marriage was talking to my wife at the time. She has got a high pressure job at the time, and we would come back from work and we'd sit down and talk. And as I listened, I would do what comes naturally to an engineer, which was to provide solutions. But then after a while, she got flustered and she said, "Can you just listen and not give me solutions?" And then I learned, it took me aback for a little while, but it told me that listening is quite different from troubleshooting. So I'd like to suggest now, what we're going to do later would be this act of listening to a friend in need. And you've probably all done this before, and you realize that it's a privilege if you're invited, if you're chosen to be the one that somebody wants to speak to consult with, and to seek comfort from. And you realize that it's both a joy to have somebody to listen to you and to give you comfort. And it's also a joy and an inspiration to be the person who actually provides that care, that support to a fellow human being. And when a friend says, "Hi, do you have a moment? Can I speak to you?" What also happens very quickly is that all your own troubles you drop and put aside, and you listen intently to this other person whom you treasure, and all your own thoughts and your troubles drop away very quickly. So we're going to try and use this images to try and get ourselves into a very nice, relaxed meditation. Another thing I'd like to point out is that sometimes, especially if you've been trained to meditate as if it was a chore, it was a duty or something that you had to do, it sometimes can be a bit off-putting, as in you feel tired and you think, "Oh, I haven't done my sit for the day," and you force yourself to sit. And of course, what happens then is that the mind rebels. It just wants to look for something else more interesting to do than to be forced to sit down quietly. But if on the other hand, you perceive the meditation to be a time of rest, a time of recuperation, a time of healing, then the sitting down becomes something that you want to just fall into and slump into almost. Okay, so those are the mental images that I'll try and guide you through and see if it works for you. So first, if you're already seated down, relax yourself. Scan your body for stresses and tension. One of the first things you do in meditation always is to get the mind out of the thinking space into the body space, the present moment space. And by doing the standard body sweep in the beginning, the first 5-10 minutes or so, the mind will slowly let go of the thoughts of the day. And so that's what we're going to do. So sitting down comfortably, with your eyes closed, we'll just look inside our body, under our skin, where there might be tensions. And we check our whole body for its state of well-being. And where there grows tightness, we try and let go. There are a few places which I think are quite crucial. One is our abdomen. Quite often we tighten our core muscles and we forget to relax them. So, as if you're letting all your guts hang out, you relax your abdominal muscles. And in order to do that, you also have to relax your lumbar muscles. They act on opposite sides of your backbone. So as you relax your abdominal muscles and your back lumbar muscles, you should be able to feel your abdomen, or your abdominal organs a bit more. Gases might move. You might even feel where your stomach, your liver, your intestines are at, whether real or imagined. And if you can feel them, relax them a little. Loosen them. You might even find your breathing become easier as you breathe in your belly. I might invite you to try and mentally locate your kidneys. They're somewhere near the back, next to the backbone, near the lumbar muscles. And over the kidneys, just sitting on top, are your adrenal glands that give you your fight or flight hormones, adrenaline. And you're going to relax those glands, relax the kidneys. You might even feel a residual shot of adrenaline. Next, if you like, you can do the same thing to the rib cage, the thoracic portion of your torso, the chest area. A whole rib cage with lots of muscles all around. If you can loosen those muscles, front and back. You might immediately feel your breath getting lighter again. Moving on up further, the neck and shoulders, a place that we park a lot of our stresses and tension. Give yourself a gentle mental massage of your neck and your shoulders. Rock your head left to right a bit if you want. It's as if the stresses just flow away, flow down off your muscles. And then moving on to your jaw, the mandibular muscles, the jaw muscles. Loosen them, relax them. Your cheek muscles, muscles on the nose, relax. And up to your eyes. You can relax the eyes. Not just the eyelids outside on the surface. There are muscles inside that turn the eyeballs left and right, up and down. Relax all of the eye muscles. Let go of the tension. Now relax the forehead and the temple. Temples on the two sides. Undo the frown if you've had one. Sometimes we hold on to a frown for so long we forget how to relax the forehead. Let the forehead flatten and become smooth again. And then just behind the forehead is our brain. Apparently the brain doesn't have sensory nerves, nerve endings. But yet, if you've had a hard day, you might feel like the brain has been scrunched up, squeezed like a sponge, or crumpled like paper. Now we let go and let the crumpled paper regain its normal shape. Let it become full again. As if with each gentle breath, you're slowly blowing it back up again. Hopefully you're now feeling a lot more relaxed than when we first started. Do a quick check, top to bottom, if there's any more tight places that you want to relax. Now, if you're quite relaxed, I invite you to try an experiment. Imagine your hands and legs and all the muscles there are running on idle. It's not doing anything, but the engine is still running. Now we turn off the ignition. The hands and legs will just lie there as if paralyzed. You can feel, but it doesn't move. This is a time of rest for all the muscles in the body. A time of recuperation. And it feels beautifully quiet. And then you notice the only thing that's moving is your breath. Imagine if your breath were to say to you, "Friend, I need to talk. Do you have a moment?" You'd naturally be quite concerned, and you want to know what's going on. But breath doesn't say anything else, not another word. The only way for us to know is to listen to the breathing itself. And if you pay close attention to the breathing, the rhythm, the depth, the hardness, the tone, you'll be able to sense what's going on. If there's any tiredness, any anxiety, frustrations, hurt, no need for solutions, just a listening ear. A listening ear from somebody with a warm heart, kindly eyes, and a gentle smile. Imagine two of you are so close and so trusting. There's no embarrassment. There's no social awkwardness. Breath invites you to sit right in the center, to experience everything firsthand. Go ahead. Go to the center of the breath. And feel every little detail. The pace of the breath, the heaviness, the jaggedness, or the tiredness. There's more in the sensations than words can convey. This is a time for rest, for recuperation, for healing. Stay in the center. Keep a warm heart, kindly eyes, and a gentle smile. I will now take my leave, but I encourage you to continue sitting as long as you like. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the friendship.